you doing?
Zone 0.
All right, sounds of spring here.
Zone 1.
Passing by a tree full of blackbirds. And the robin chirping. We had a nice 70-degree day today. Today is, let's see, Tuesday, I think.
Zone
April 4th.
2.
So I'm out at the sports complex path around, well, it's around the sports complex. It's 1.5 miles or so. And time is 7:30. And thankfully it's not dark yet. I was eager to get out here before it got too dark because I didn't want to be caught on the back side of this path out in the pitch dark.
Zone 1.
So I don't know, maybe with the way it's going it looks like maybe I can get a second lap in. Not quite through with one, but I think there'd be enough light in the sky for me to continue. So I'm doing my
Zone 0.
my heart rate zone run walk. It just hit zone 0. So we run until, or jog
Zone 1.
until we hear zone 2. But just a beautiful day. It started out rainy. I think we had about a 1/4 inch of rain last night. And it was forecast to rain today, but really didn't so much. My wife said she got caught in the rain at recess around 1 o'clock.
Zone 2.
And I don't remember that. I think I was preparing for a meeting or something. So I was probably holed up in my little interior office. So beautiful day here. And I'm not sure, I think the temperatures are supposed to drop down again toward the weekend, but next week looks nice. Looks like we're in the 70s next week. So if it's getting to be 70 here, I saw Norman
Zone
post,
1.
it's getting hot. So as we warm up to more acceptable temperatures, probably Ellen Lewis is nowhere near. She's in northern Massachusetts,
Zone
and she
0.
just was having snow. She probably has a ways to go before it's too warm up there.
Zone
But who knows?
1.
So now nearing the baseball fields. Baseball season has started. Everybody's baseball fever is underway.
Zone 2.
Something I keep forgetting to check is, I guess I could do that now. I could check and see if I have access to MLBatbat.com. I did not mean to renew that subscription, but it may have renewed back in February. Let's see, for the week ahead of us, a little bit
Zone
busy
1.
of a week. Anna had her last practice that we would normally drive her to at Moravian College, because she has her final concert on Sunday evening, and their guest soloist is the concertmaster from the Philadelphia Orchestra. His name is David Kim, and they will be
0.
performing Mendelssohn's Violin Concerto No. 3. And the third movement of that is insane to listen to. So
Zone 1.
go listen to that if you would like. I have it on my phone, but it must be a recording I made from a record I have. Its quality is not great. Not digital quality at all.
Zone 2.
Yeah, so that's coming up. We've got our
Zone
small groups
1.
this week, Thursday and Friday night. We'll see if we make both of them. And then Saturday is a work day. Margie in the morning is
Zone 2.
participating in a community Easter egg hunt. Our church always helps out there. And so that will be
1.
Saturday morning. Then Anna has her final, we'll call it dress rehearsal practice for the Moravian Orchestra. And then our former church, Hilltown Baptist, is having a work day at my in-laws' house. And so they invited me. I'm not sure if it was invited me or expected me. Anyway, to come to my in-laws and do some work around their yard. So they have, lots of branches to clean up. They've got gutters to clean out, all kinds of things. It's always nicer to clean up the gutters when the leaves are not wet, but it's not that time of year where leaves and gutters are dry.
Zone 0.
Windows that could be washed. I think I'm going to go for a second loop here, only because it's not too dark yet. I don't think I'll feel weird,
Zone 1.
even if it does. The sun has probably set, and it will darken, but there'll be enough light in the sky. I don't think I have done a running, moving podcast for who knows how long. A few months. I'll have the volume up real loud. Usually have earbuds in so I can hear it saying the zones easily. There's a slight breeze, so I apologize if you're getting any wind noise. But I might have missed zone 2, so decided to walk here. Looks like a couple on the trail ahead, walking ahead of me. Family with dogs. Yeah, lots of people are out right now. Walking various trails on this really nice day. So I'm trying to get, I don't need to necessarily go for a run or a walk. I've got my stationary bike at home and could be using that also for getting my heart rate up to, in the zone for 45 minutes or so. And actually, it's probably not a bad thing because then I can keep it more constant, and that might be good training for this math pace anyway. Alright, well, I'm in my second lap, and I am entering, let's see,
0.
looks like football practice fields. I'll kind of go around them, and then it'll turn into soccer fields. And then it winds around to the cemetery. The cemetery then
1.
comes back to the baseball fields. So I'm going to check out for a little bit, passing some people.
Zone 2. Zone 1.
Okay. When you're coming up to a couple and then you get into your walk zone, it feels kind of awkward.
Zone 2.
Already? Feel kind of awkward talking to myself. All right, a couple with the dogs crossing over the railroad tracks. It's a tricky spot, actually, where they're crossing. On Saturday, there was a good bit of water there, and there was maybe a 4x4 that is placed over that to
Zone 1.
cross over on. Still is wet, not as much water. And yep, okay, no, it's a railroad tie. Okay, so a little bigger, maybe an 8x8. So the dogs and the children and the mom and dad all crossed over.
Zone 0.
I'm on my way out to the park tonight. Got a call from my son Mitchell. I don't know if I
Zone 1.
shared this on my last podcast. So he had texted me last week saying he had 2 interviews on Thursday.
Zone 2.
And one was a low-level White House position, and he wasn't all that thrilled about that. And the second was as a speechwriter for a sitting senator. And he was more excited about that. So he had both of those interviews. I wasn't so sure how he did on the speechwriting one, but did his best. Said, well, however, if it works out, great. The White House one, he said, boy, they're just where they had the interview
Zone
just
1.
wasn't very organized, and they thought he was overqualified. It was just too low of a position. So they kept saying, you are interested in this? Well, let's see what it is. So anyway, nothing heard back from that, and probably just as well. I don't think, it didn't seem like a fit. I'm not sure he really wanted that anyway. But yesterday, he got an email, kind of a callback interview for the Senate speechwriting position. And so today he had a 1-hour sit down with the senator. Said he was so nervous. Felt that really was awkward at the beginning. He said, usually beginning of an interview is, hey, tell me a little bit about yourself. But he just was too nervous. And they said, where did you go to? Oh, so I see you went to the King's College. Oh, nice. Yep. He should have said something like, yeah, it was a great opportunity for me to get my mind prepared for coming into this field, and see that you studied at the John Jay Institute. And all he got was a yep out. And, things he could have said, but he just was nervous, so he doesn't know how he did. But eventually the senator asked him, he thought he had like 10 or 15 minutes with the senator. So he's thinking, okay, I've got the answers I need to give, studied up, I know what important speeches he's had, I know what committees he's on, blah, blah, blah. And so he's prepared for all of that, but nervous. So all of this little talk, he thought he just wasn't prepared for. So the senator finally said, oh, tell me about your family. And so that gave him a chance to, I think, hey, it's not uncommon, somebody who is brand new to
Time 31
outside
minutes,
of
40
this
seconds. Distance 2 miles. Average heart rate 112.
So brand new to this kind of arena, they're nervous, and so they're going to need to do something to calm them down. So that did calm him down, and then he felt like he was able to really speak to things confidently, and so he felt like the rest of the interview went okay. But he felt it just went okay. He thinks somebody with more experience obviously could be selected. He's not overly concerned, which we're so thankful for, because when you have a job and you're interviewing for another job, well, you're not fretting over, I need a job. So, so he's in a much better position than he has been in the past for that ease of mind kind of thing. But he said, on the other hand, even though they could find somebody who's written more speeches, he said, actually I haven't written too many speeches. I mostly write op-ed pieces, so opinion pieces. And he often writes them in the name of somebody else, like so just as he's being asked to be a speechwriter, he's writing, putting words of a senator down that he thinks the senator would say or support. He's doing the same kind of thing with opinion pieces for clients with his PR firm. So he was saying that even though there might be somebody more experienced, they might want to take somebody with less experience to kind of shape them themselves. I guess it all depends on what their needs are and what they're looking for. All right, I'm on the farthest end of the loop again. Got the peepers out, the tree frogs. Been out for a week or so. It's good to hear them. Means don't sweat the 40-degree days. Spring is coming, and behind that, the warmth of summer. So, all right, well, I won't keep you too much longer. Just wanted to say hello and get back out and produce a podcast that gives the running aspect again. So it's been so very long. Anyway, thanks for listening today. Steve out in Quakertown, deep in the fields, out standing in my field, or out walking in my fields. So take care, everybody. We'll catch up again soon. Bye now.
Zone 1. Workout paused. Workout stopped. Workout resumed.